Okay, good morning, everyone. My name is Frederico Martinelli. I'm one of the sales manager at Verkada. It's really a pleasure to be here today to discuss how we can transform the physical security and how we can use the modern technology to create safer environments for school, public space, for communities, literally for everyone. So every building can run on Verkada. My job here is to help organizations replace old security system with solutions that are simple, reliable, and they are built for today's challenge. Too often, security systems, they fail at the moment where they're needed the most. Today, I want to show you how Verkada is changing that. So what you're looking at right now here is the traditional camera security system. Might not familiar for many of you, but it's what we've been doing like for decades. And there is camera connected to switch leading back to MVR, DVR, and then there is other hardware, whether it's router or servers. And if you want to watch your footage, if you want to watch your security, you need to have a VMS or a software. And then obviously, if you want to monitor everywhere, you need to use firewall, open ports. So basically, you need to have up and running into the internet. And so this obviously is a system that is very, very hard to maintain and comes with serious challenge. And so usually the old hardware, they are very old cameras, and the server can fail without, can fail unexpectedly, and they are very difficult to maintain. Usually, all these systems, they don't provide real-time alerts, so the incidents are discovered after the damage is done. The experience for whoever is watching the footage is not user-friendly. So all this challenge makes a system difficult to scale if you want to manage buildings and security in 1, 2, 3, 10, 100 buildings at once. That architecture is very difficult. And that's why, obviously, this challenge makes it harder for people to feel safe. And that's where Verkada comes in. So we built a physical security architecture that obviously it's up for today's world, where there is the plug-and-play products up and running into the cloud. And so it's creating a very safe environment where your data are stored both on the hardware and on the cloud as well. And so thanks to this architecture, you can now think about scaling to your needs, whether you're managing 1 building, 10 buildings. Again, there is no restriction. You can monitor your security from anywhere in the world. And so when you're thinking about what Verkada is, you can see all these different products, and they integrate with each other. So in a building, usually you have a camera, you have access control doors, you have the air quality sensor. And so Verkada just came into the market in producing all this hardware and putting them all together into the software that we have. So it's an entire Verkada ecosystem that makes your life easier to manage your building. Here you can see an example, obviously, on how you can think about all this hardware into your building. And all of these, they talk to each other. You get the benefit of having only one vendor for all this hardware. Whether, when I talk to customer, one of the main problems that they have and challenges is that they have one vendor for camera, they have another one for the access control. So they have different support, different warranty. And so obviously it's complicated for whoever is managing the facilities or the IT, or like literally, it creates complication if you have different contract, different vendor, different support. With Verkada, everything is one platform. In the software, they talk to each other, and it's very easy to use. Schools mainly are one of the customers I have the most in Europe. Like I have one specific one of them is an international school in Milan, and they used to take hours to get footage and to get, you know, to get to know people or students that were behaving bad. And so with Verkada now, they just literally take seconds. Whether you want to monitor in real life or whether you want to use the AI, as you can see from the image, we also have the person of interest alerts. So specifically this school and the IT director was looking for students that were either like vaping, which we know it's very, it's a problem in Europe, in the US, like everywhere, like kids are smoking, are vaping into the bathroom, and we want to prevent that. So with our system, as you can see here, we have the air quality sensor, and for example, this school in Milan was just able to catch the students that they were, just smoking. And so what used to take hours before, and now just take a couple of seconds. Again, I have another customer in the manufacturing sector that was having different hardware, different vendor from their building. And so whether it's the IT or the facilities or the security team, they didn't know how to use a dashboard, they didn't know how to use the system. And so with Verkada, we just make their life easier. We also were able to reduce the cost by 30%, but specifically we give them a solution that is very, very user-friendly, that's very easy to use. So in this case, like Verkada really wants to make your life easier, wants to protect people, wants to protect the assets, and wants to do it with privacy. Thank you so much.